Welcome back to another episode of Under Contract. I'm your host, Tammy Dean. You know, if you know, I love everything health and wellness, especially when you make these commitments to yourself about improving your health, improving the area and the space that you live in, whatever it is that you're trying to do to optimize who you are. I am all about it. And you know, I don't gatekeep anything. And if something I've tried has done wonders for me, I want the whole world to know about it. And today's guest is exactly that. Today's guest is a natural beauty, health, and wellness consultant, if you will, who helps women over 40 optimize their health through specialized DNA nutrition, through specialized lymphatic and fascia massages, anything to do with detox protocols, anything to do with looking and feeling your best as a woman in your 40s and higher. She is your go-to. And I've been looking forward to having her on today's podcast and interviewing her because I have gone to her. I've witnessed it firsthand, how amazing she is as a consultant in this space, but also how good I felt afterwards. It's amazing what happens when you actually have a lymphatic drainage massage and fascia work to release any blockage that you might have in your body, how your whole body all of a sudden feels alive again. It's amazing what that does to you. So I had my aha moment and I said, I have to bring her on and talk to her about her work, the things that she's doing in this space. So I'm very excited to have her today. Tamara Renee is here today. And for those of you who don't know, now you know, she is my go-to for anything detox, lymphatic, fascia, all of that. Welcome.
Thank you, Miss Tammy.
That's such a large order to fill right there.
Oh, I got it.
So I know that I visited you a couple weeks ago and had you work on me. And I am not kidding when I say, when I left your practice, I felt this clarity that I have not felt probably ever, now that I think about it. And you know a lot about my little health journey too.
Yes.
So I've shared with you some of the things that I've been through. Tell me a little bit about fascia and the importance of it, because I've never had my fascia worked on. And I just need to know for the audience, what is it? Why is it so important? Number one, why is it so important for women, especially in their 40s and higher?
Okay, well, I actually think it's so crazy that we have been cutting through fascia, cutting through this internal web of tissue that we had no idea what it was for years. The first journal entry was 2006.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's like 20 years ago. Okay,
Yes.
wow.
And we still have a lot of unknowns. So maybe what I know today and what I share with all of you today is going to change. It's going to improve. It's going to be more defined as the years go by. But that's the fun part about life, staying in that state of curiosity. Now, the number one most important thing, whether it be in a positive or a negative, about the fascia connective tissue system is that it's continuous. So we think, okay, what does that really mean?
Yeah.
It weaves around every single muscle strand, in and out of every single organ.
Crazy.
Without a beginning or an end. So if you had your hair strand and it came down and it didn't end at the end and it went back up and it didn't end, it went back up, and you had a knot here, aren't you going to be having problems over here?
Oh, yeah.
So we think about it like women. So many women have scars, like C-section scars.
Yeah, especially post-surgery, yeah.
And that just like tugs the whole internal web.
Yeah.
And that tissue or that fascia system is meant to have it so that it suspends things from things.
Yeah.
It stabilizes joints, and then it has our tissue and our tendons and our ligaments all glide on each other. So when we lift our arms, our whole internal web is lifting and expanding together.
Breaks up all of that stuff that's stuck and stagnant.
Well, let's hope it's not stuck.
Yeah, mine was. I felt like it was.
Healthy people can have healthy moving fascia.
Yeah.
But we are in a state where we've got huge inflammatory issues. So what does that do? That makes all of our fascia system glue together.
Yeah.
Now, how does that relate to the lymph, right?
Oof.
So our lymph system is our debris cleaning system. It rides right underneath our superficial skin layers, which also lies in the same line as our superficial fascia.
Yeah.
So if it's clogged, thick, gelatinous, it is like pressing down on that fascia every moment. And then on the superficial fascia, like I taught you, continuous web.
Yep.
So that means it's pushing down on the whole entire web.
Oh my
You
God.
could have a scar here on your ear and it's affecting your big toe.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I love that.
Right?
Okay, that just brought it full circle. So it's all connected. Truly all connected.
All connected.
Yeah.
Now think about it. Like a lot of people go, oh, I've got this fat issue. Oh, I've got this bulkiness. Oh, I have this cellulite. Da, da, da. And I'm like, half the time, 90% of the time, actually, it is not a fat issue. It is a fascia issue where they've got adhesions in the fascia, binding, holding toxins, or causing unsightly cellulite. People think it's genetics. Oh, I've got to live with this. Ladies,
Yeah.
you do not.
Preach it. Preach it.
Do not. And you do not have to live with bound, thick, bulky areas that you're not sure why you have cankles, why you have this bound thick above your knees, why you have saddlebags, why you have love handles, why you have cellulite on your shoulders. It is because the tissue is unhealthy. The fascia is glued together. It is not supposed to. That's where I come in.
So I love that because you really just broke it down for a lot of people, including me. So I always like to ask my guests, part of this podcast existing is about the commitments we make to ourselves, the contracts we make with ourselves. What agreement did you make with yourself? There is a pain to purpose story for everyone. What was your pain to purpose story? What prompted you because this is so specialized.
It is.
This is such a niche that not everyone can say they do this. Not only that, but not everyone can say they do this well. So what was your pain to purpose moment that made you say, hey, you know what? I want to specialize in this wellness space. I want to help women. I want to do this lymphatic restoration, DNA-based nutrition. What prompted you what was your story, or what is your story?
Okay, well, I've had 3 levels,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Three major chapters in my life.
Okay.
So when I was young, I was emotionally eating, and I was raised on what I call white trash food. And
White trash food. Okay,
white
what is
trash
that?
food.
Give me
Like
an example
Sofa
of what is
Singers,
that.
Hamburger helpers, donuts, Jiffy peanut
comfort
butter.
food. Comfort food.
I don't know. Is that comfort? It's like chemicals.
Hamburger helper back in the day.
I know, but comfort food could be a homemade lasagna.
We can't do that now though, but dude, hamburger helper was my jam at one point. So I'm with you on that.
Mac and cheese.
Mac
was
and
my
cheese for
jam.
sure, the healthy version.
Okay, so then I got myself 90 pounds heavier than I weigh today. And I know I've got longevity genes. And so I was walking through the hallway, born and raised in Oregon. We normally bring our robe, big old towels, everything with us to the shower because it's cold there. But this time I had forgotten my robe, and I'd walked down a hallway of mirrors, and I thought, I have been avoiding these things for way too long. I am grossly insecure. I am disgusted with my body. I do not want to live this long of a life that I'm expected to live with this much insecurity. And I thought, Tamara, pull your SHIT together. Okay.
Oh my gosh. A lot of women go through those moments where they're tired of being that space.
Right. But now I feel like so many women are trying things, but they can't figure out what they're missing, what their formula is. That breaks my heart when someone's trying so hard and I'm just like, contact me. I'll help you. I'll figure it out for you.
Contact her, ladies.
I am a root cause girl.
Yeah.
So the idea is like, I was like, okay, I have to retrain my palate, learn how to cook, and actually learn how to shop differently and read ingredients and things like that I didn't know. So I did personalized nutrition was the first part of my career I did with juice bars and an organic meal delivery service. And I had transformed my body. I had dropped that weight almost too fast.
Whoa.
Where like my body hormonally had to catch up.
Whoa.
Okay. But that's what you get when you're eating poor quality food and then you clean it up.
Yeah.
But it was a reacclimation even to my taste buds. I was used to that chemical taste, not even knowing it. And then I would eat real broccoli and I'm like, well, where's my canned green beans with all those preservatives that I'm used to tasting?
Yeah.
Then I got my body into the size I loved, and I felt so much more confident, control of my energy, control of my sugar cravings. And then I was like, okay, why is my body still struggling with stagnation?
Yeah.
And what is that stagnation? How it was showing up in me is a lot of lower extremity swelling. And I was like, oh, this is so frustrating. And I wouldn't wear shorts. I
Yeah.
wouldn't wear dresses. And I still was kind of hiding from life a lot. Now, I'm an introvert, so I don't need a lot of social, but contribution and meeting other incredible, impeccable women like you will drive me every single day to get out of bed and do it in my jam.
Yeah.
So I then learned about the lymphatic system.
God, it's so powerful.
And then I'm calling the doctors that were my clients that I've ripped up, shredded up for their 50th birthday or a big shindig, right? And I'm like, listen, you are polluting your clients with that anesthesia. You need my help
true.
pre and post surgery.
Yeah.
And you need my help to work their lymph system and nutrition.
Yeah.
Fell in love with lymphatic work. I've been doing that for like 21 years now. And then about 15 years ago, I was like, okay, running marathons.
What?
Still had like as big as ankles and as big as knees as my quads.
What?
And I'm like, this is still not very pretty or feminine. I didn't love it. So I could put on a pair of pants and feel amazing. But you wouldn't see me in shorts or sundress still, right?
But here's the thing. You knew that, but other people probably didn't see that.
They think it's their genetics.
Exactly.
I
Right.
knew
You
something
knew
was
it.
wrong.
Yeah.
And like, I know where the muscles are
Yeah.
at.
Yeah.
I know what is muscle and what is not.
Yeah.
I know where tendon's supposed to be. Why would I have a bulky feeling looking muscle there
Yeah.
if that's not where the muscle is?
Right. Right.
And so then I started researching further and further and further, and I had plantar fasciitis issues, found fascia, started incorporating me, and then I was teaching my women that I was working on doing laser work on them.
I love it.
Lymphatic work on them, nutrition work on. I'm like, can I sample this on your body? Let me try this. I'm a curious George.
Yeah.
I always go into a lot of things with curiosity. I don't get intimidated with things very much. I get more like curious. Like, I can't wait to figure this out.
Yeah.
And a lot of things I figure out that I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't want to continue with. But I don't, that doesn't frustrate me or anything. I sit in that inquiry. And I was able to change my body dramatically, even though I was at the ideal weight already.
I love that.
Controlling my energy, controlling my sleep, controlling all the other things, right? Eating exactly how I should be eating right from my DNA.
Yeah.
And I actually carved in pretty bony knees, thin circulating ankles, right? I've got a well-balanced body. Now I rock shorts, dresses, everything
I love it.
with 100% confidence by making my body more beautiful, but healthier.
You know, that's therein lies the difference, right? Because I feel like there are so many quick fixes out there available for us, not just women, but for men as well, where, you know, and there's so many things circulating on social media about, you know, it's the marketing, right? All the marketing that makes you feel like, okay, if you buy this and it's like beauty in a bottle, it'll change this, that, and the other. If the foundation is broken, right? And you're working with the foundation, you're working with the body, you're working with a canvas that has some challenges that you need to overcome in order to make it fully operational like you did with yourself. So you took your whole pain to purpose was your own experience. And now you've got this thriving business where you're helping women. What do you feel the biggest myths about aging and beauty are right now?
I think they go on the symptom. They treat symptoms and they don't treat systems. If you think about what can give you a magnitude of results is treating a system. So like your lymph system, your fascia system. People are always looking for that quick fix in beauty, but don't we need long-term beauty?
That's exactly what
Isn't
it
that what
is,
we really
right?
want?
That's what it is.
And so you don't have to compromise the beauty because you get the health that gives you the beauty. And that's what I love.
We were talking off camera about makeup, and that just made me think about how beauty is truly in the eye of the beholder, right? Because you and I both come from this space of no makeup. Like I'm because, and what did you say off camera about skin being the ultimate? What was it you said?
Yeah, like beautiful skin is the ultimate makeup.
That's it. That's it. Less is truly more. So I feel like what's available right now isn't being addressed systemically. Like they're not addressing the overall picture. I feel like they're treating or addressing or whatever the marketing is at the moment. It's about parts of you, right? When it's really the whole system. I love that.
One thing that I always, that like even when people come in just for fascia work with me, right? So they already know they want fascia work with me. where they're like, oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like that. And I'm like, oh, well, think about this. The fascia system is meant to protect our body for movement. And its first and primary thing that it goes and protects is our joints. So if you don't look how like a center area looks on your body or your face, because fascia's over the head. If you've got migraine headaches, you treat your fascia.
Yeah.
If you've got sagging skin,
Yep.
hollow, puffy eyes,
Yep.
you treat your fascia. But the idea is like, if you don't like the look of like one certain area, you typically can go to your joints, work the joints, because that is your body trying to save the joint first. So like, oh, they're always going after their cellulite, right? Or their bulkiness, the saddlebags. I'm like, okay, what is that trying to protect? Your knee and your hip.
Right. That's
Work
right.
your knee and your hip, and the middle area gets well and beautiful.
That's right.
And
it's
that's
all
what
connected.
I mean. It is all connected.
Yeah.
And the thing is that it's always going to protect us. It's always going. So when people come in and they're like, oh, I've got this fat bundle on the inside of my knee, and I go, well, here's another gem of mine. What's your posture like? Do you hyperextend your knees? If you hyperextend your knees, your knees, fascia is going to bound on that inner knee with all those tendons and ligaments to stabilize that knee, which is going to collect and trap all that fat in there too. And you think it's a fat issue, but it's not a fat issue.
Yeah.
It's actually postural, because our misuse and overuse are the primary reasons fascia gets all messed up. Then we have to think about emotional and physical trauma.
That's my next question. How is that all connected? The inflammation and the emotional stress.
So first off, I run DNA. So I run DNA from diet, but it also tells me your genetic inflammatory markers and your detox pathway markers. So if you don't detox very well, those markers are going to tell us, and we have to come up with better support for your detox pathways. Or say you've got genetic pro-inflammatory markers, not current state of condition, genetically, you're going to be swimming upstream in this category for your whole entire life. We have to find ways to bring that down and work with that system, right?
Wow.
So that's absolutely amazing. But that just gives us more information to work in your body, right?
So with that, in your experience and with the women that you've been treating, currently and in the past, what daily habits do you think are aging women and they don't even know it?
Posture, number one. Cellular dehydration and posture.
Talk about that.
Okay.
What is cellular dehydration?
Okay, so a lot of people drink a lot of water, like you and I.
That's
we
right.
We love water.
We love our Ophora.
Yeah, we do. And so the idea is like, if you have got a lot of water in your system, however, it's not getting inside that cell, it's extracellular fluid, which causes inflammation pressure in your body with intercellular dehydration. The fact is if you're not bringing in water that has got bioavailability, it cannot permeate that cell wall. That means it can't go in there, grab the toxins, and excrete that into your circulatory system, debris cleaning system called the lymphatic system.
That was my next question. How does that actually work? Yeah.
Yes. Then we've got where the nutrients, if the cell is hard because we're not hydrated, it's like bumping up against the wall. And that broccoli nutrient is trying to permeate through that cell to give your body the nourishment that you've ingested. But if you're dehydrated at that cell, cells, it is not going to permeate. So here we've gone and we've done bone broth and we've done broccoli and we've had this delicious grass-fed steak. And those nutrients might not be able to get into those cells if you're dehydrated.
So you think you're being healthy, but you're really not, right? I mean, honestly, do you think that your body is when you're at like an optimal level, and this is about the lymphatic detox, right? How that works. If you feel like as a man or a woman, in this case, a woman, that you are the healthiest you've ever been, if you have cellular issues, absorption issues, and nutrient issues, it doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
Right. What are two things they can do to help with that?
You can first off drink quality water. Right. So a water that has mineral content in it that is small enough to permeate the cell. Yeah. Okay. And then a lot of people will say, oh, like I feel like I'm swimming. I'm swimming this liquid, right? Or it's like, it's making me puffy, or I feel heavy legged or heavy extremities, right, when they're drinking all that water. But that's because the molecule size is not small enough to get inside that cell. Okay, so that's things to watch for. You feel like it's swimming in your stomach, sloshing around versus like when we drink our water, it feels like it's evaporating through the roof of our mouth before it even gets to our belly.
Yes.
And you guys, that feels amazing.
It does feel amazing when you can make that connection too, and then you want to drink more water because you feel amazing. What are two indications that a woman would notice but otherwise would ignore that could be a stagnant lymphatic system?
Heaviness in their body. They're feeling like their limbs mostly are heavy.
Yeah.
Or grayish skin tone.
Really?
Yeah.
Grayish skin tone. Okay. So all of these little woo-woo marketing campaigns about dry brushing and ice rollers and depuffing. Right. So how much truth is there to actually doing that yourself at home, like morning and evening, deep, with the roller, with the gua sha, the whole thing? Is there a lot of truth to the effectiveness of that, or is that just all marketing?
100% do it.
Really? In addition to seeing you, obviously, because you're all about the circulation. You're all about like moving things. And I know this for a fact because I've witnessed it. But now that I'm post-surgery, my acupuncturist said to me, make sure you're getting your lymphatic massages because it's all about circulation for you right now. You got to get the blood moving. And if anything's stagnant, that delays healing. So talk to me about that. So when somebody is post-surgery like myself, why is it important to get the lymphatic massages or the fascia massage? Why is it important?
Our lymphatic system does not have a pump like our heart does. So we need to pump that system. And that system is our largest debris cleaning system.
Yeah.
And so if we are thinking about, okay, well, you and I both like quality water. And we also like quality of food. Yes. And we also like quality of skincare and everything.
Everything.
But you don't have 100% organic stuff on right now.
Right. Absolutely.
And is this chair that you're sitting on
absolutely
organic? And did you drive here with emissions out in that air?
Right. Our phones are EMF ridden. I mean, come on.
So we get so many pollutants that we're exposed to every day. Yeah. And some people's detox pathways are better at clearing them. But even the healthiest detox pathways still, with all the pollutants that we encompass in a day, should be working their lymph system with gua sha, hot cold therapy, vibration plate, rebounding, skin brushing,
all the things,
shaking their feet and arms up in the air. It can be so simple, pulling their hair for the lymphatic of their scalp. Now, one thing, can I circle back a bit?
Yeah.
Because we were talking about the two things that are essential for health and beauty.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Not only for the lymph and the fascia work, for what I do.
Right.
But I'm talking for everyone.
Everyone. Yeah.
Posture.
Oh, God, yes.
So if our body is meant and designed to filter and flow, but if we are like this with our heads, we're cutting off lymph flow, circulation, communication from all of the nerves, because the fascia system houses the nervous system. All the communication cannot go too clear on the neurons up and down to the brain, back to the body, if we are, like even this is cutting it off.
I know.
Crossing our legs.
And I feel it when I'm on an airplane, even more.
Oh, gosh, so
the worst.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything. Like, people come in, they raise their big toes. I do a posture assessment, even with my virtual clients.
I love that.
That's where I first start.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, you raise your first toe. That's your first joint. That's the first contact of that Mother Earth. That has got to be strong. So the arches, therefore the ankle, therefore the knee, therefore the hips can all line up right.
Yeah.
But people are collapsing arches. They're hyperextending their knees. They're dumping into their hips. You see that all the time. People sitting like this, you're like, oh, I want to go, oh, that poor body, that poor body.
Yes.
We need. And so really learning how to change your misuse and overuse or counterbalance your overuse.
Yeah.
Then, because like my work, I'm going to have overuse, right?
Yeah.
But every day I do all my stretches and all my fascia work to pull that work back out. And I do every morning I wake up, I do a tremendous amount of stretching to take out the day before's work.
That's right.
and to start my day well.
So it's truly, and again, I've said this previously with the other guests, it's not even a one and done situation. This is truly a lifestyle. This is truly something that you have to incorporate into your everyday if you want those results, right?
Right. Well, think about it. That a healthy fascia system and lymphatic system is also going to bring the nutrients to your cytidine.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when COVID went down, what was scheduled was a conference for fascia, and I think it was in Switzerland, if my memory stands by me. But they were testing how do we train fascia to encapsulate a cancer cell so that we can go eradicate it at that exact spot without have it spreading.
Yeah.
I mean, the magnitude of things that we don't even know about the fascia system is so crazy, but the magnitude of help that it can have on your health.
Yeah.
And the nutrients getting to the right sites, the medication, they've got studies now going where how come some female regulated hormones are getting to the women's cells?
Yeah.
And why do other people don't? It's the blockage in the fascia.
It's all connected. So tell me some symptoms that one might experience and not know that it's related to fascia.
Well, we talk about that inflammation thing. So pressure in the body or feeling like your legs or your extremities are heavy and weighted down, almost like you're carrying, cement blocks around you. But the one thing that people don't understand is really associated with lymph and fascia is pain. And they're like, whenever in doubt, lymph it out. If you have pain, like in the mornings, I will take my copper skin brush and brush over my shoulders, my traps. Immediately, pain gone. When I'm done working over people on the treatment table, I will take it to my palms, gone.
Oh my goodness. So pain is like the biggest indicator. Yeah.
Is and like I always just say, like, don't get stopped. Don't give up on yourself. If you're experiencing any of these problems, whether it be an aesthetic issue,
yeah,
that is your body trying to tell you something.
It's getting your attention.
It's a loving way of knocking on the door saying, please pay attention. Or like pain, discomfort, like your body's not responding, you're not feeling good.
Yeah.
Never give up on yourself. You just keep fighting for yourself. And you can never go wrong by working your lymphatic system and your fascial system.
Ever. So with that, with that answer, what's one simple change that the women out there listening can make today for better energy and skin? Aside from drinking a lot more water, aside from all this other stuff, what's a simple thing they can do? Posture, whatever it might be that you haven't already mentioned.
I would say posture is really important, but a simple thing that you can really do that I think has a magnitude of assistance is skin brushing.
Really?
Skin brushing. And
See, I've been on the fence with that.
With copper in the middle. It is so easy. You could travel with it.
Yeah.
You can use it on the plane. You can use it over clothes. They always say, oh, I have to do it right before I get in the shower. I always say whatever you can do and have in a system.
Yeah.
Whatever can be repeatable easily for you is when you do it. It does not have to be in the pristine way.
Yeah.
It's just a good way that you can have some consistency with it.
That's the key, consistency, right? I mean, it's not like do it. You guys, this like anything else. You don't do it on a Monday and then skip it until 2 months from now. You're not going to see the benefit. It's like a relationship.
Yeah.
You have to put time in. You have to make sacrifices. You have to meet each other halfway.
Yes.
You have to do all the things. This is an agreement that you make with yourself. This is your body. This is your health. And as women, because we have our hormones, we have all these changes that we go through, we have to especially be mindful and honor that, because if we overlook it, it will faulty. It will become faulty.
Amen.
So what has your own wellness journey taught you about confidence in aging?
They're interconnected.
Yeah.
Especially with women. I mean, I have to say that it's sad, but what our culture normally does is we judge men by the size of their wallet. And we judge women by their beauty. And that comes from the moment we were born, right?
Yeah.
We get that conditioning. And it can be fabulous in the same sense because beauty is an eye of the beholder.
Right.
Like we were talking about that person that mentioned to that gal about, oh, you would look better if you had makeup on.
Yeah.
Right? But I probably would love that woman with being a natural beauty.
Absolutely.
You and I
Absolutely.
both, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
And so the idea is that if you feel beautiful, if you feel radiant, I don't even hardly look in the mirror anymore.
Yeah. Same.
Right. But it's how I feel. Like
Yeah.
I wake up clear brain.
Yes.
Right. My
Yes.
skin is glowing.
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like my body feels free.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that tells me I'm solid.
And I love that, but that's a good bite right there because it really is about how you feel. And we're so heavy on how you look, right? And the greatest glow up is skin. That is the greatest glow. I mean, there's nothing more freeing than walking out of the house with just your skincare routine on your face.
Love it.
And going and doing whatever you're going to do. And you get compliments left and right about how beautiful your skin is because you are glowing. You are truly a billboard for your business. And if your skin's glowing, what does that tell you? Because our skin's the largest organ. That means your insides are healthy.
Amen.
Because if your gut isn't right, it will show up on your face. If
Circulation isn't right?
Oh, yeah, it'll show up. It is like,
right?
if you want to know how healthy a person is, you guys, look at their skin. Period. And I'm going to go and go off tangent just a little bit quicker here. But I have, I'm pretty, when it comes to dating, I'm pretty finicky, right? But I have decided that the next person I date, and I'm putting this out there, you're going to take a blood test. I want to see how healthy you are.
That's great.
I want to know how healthy you are, right? That's the thing. Look at their skin. How healthy are they?
I always say, like, girls, you won when you get a gloss and go.
That's it.
All you do is put on that gloss and you head out that door. Gloss and go.
Such a free, and we talked about this off camera, how we both have makeup on today, and I can't wait to take it off.
Yeah.
I can't
So
wait.
let's contribute to the audience. I'd like for them to understand, like, how they might be feeling.
Yes.
To know they've got a problem in that area.
Yeah.
So if you've got a stagnant lymph, you'll have like gray skin. You'll feel like heavy limbed. You'll feel like a little
just weighed down.
pressure. Like inflammation feels like pressure. So you should touch on your skin and it shouldn't have like a push back at you.
Yeah.
You should be able to pull on your skin and have it come off of you.
Yeah.
If it's thick, like you have to pinch it 2 inches wide, that's bound. That's a fascia issue.
Yeah.
So that's one way to identify good fascia. Now, if you feel like your circulation doesn't pump very well, so you get really cold very easy in your extremities, or like a pink or a purple tone to your extremities is a natural good way, or a grain to your skin, or like a lot of water retention and puffiness. And, you wake up in the morning, we all can wake up a little puffy, especially if, I'm going to go and have chips and salsa tonight.
Oh, my God. I'm jealous. I can't have chips yet.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous.
I know. It's like my guilty
pleasure. I love it.
Now, I'm going to take my own masa, which has been fried in beef tallow, to the restaurant.
Of course.
But
that's what you have to do, though.
That's what I get to do.
That's my point, right? These little things that you can do to keep and preserve your journey.
Right. And I still got to have my favorite food on the planet, my favorite treat on the planet.
Love, love, love. I have some rapid fire questions for you.
Yes, go for it.
Coffee or tea?
Tea, definitely.
What
Central
kind of tea?
nervous system.
Oh.
Dandelion, lemon balm, nettle, anything for inflammation, anything for kidney, liver, skin, cleansing. Yeah, supportive.
Sauna or cold plunge?
Oh, definitely sauna.
Why?
Because a lot of women, as we age, our central nervous system gets a little fried. Our cortisol has trouble rebalancing when we get our female regulated hormones on the decline. And then that can put our endocrine system, and we feel like it's hard to rebalance it with cold. The cold is just too dramatic
a bit much for me. Most underrated wellness habit?
Posture.
Oh, I love that about you. Because it is so important. Like, I even feel better when I just adjust and bring the shoulders down. Like, everything opens up.
Amen.
I love that.
Yes.
Oh, I know the answer to this. One food you swear by.
Oh, I'm confused. One food I swear by?
Yes.
I'm going to say bone broth. Wait.
Yeah.
Is that what you were thinking?
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
because it's all encompassing. Collagen, gut, everything.
Yes.
It's everything. Biggest wellness myth right now?
Treating the symptom
instead of the whole.
We're still in that mode.
Gosh,
You think like I always say, like, okay, like Botox, right? I've loved Botox. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But then you're cutting off the circulation, the blood supply,
and the lymph,
and the lymph. Yeah. And so then what we're doing is we're giving this long-term problems
for a short term.
But if you just worked your lymphatic system, your lymph system, I spend like 3 minutes on my face every single morning.
Open all of that up. And your face looks amazing.
Thank you, honey.
Morning or night routine?
Both.
Girl, why?
Because I have physical labor work, and so I need to make sure that I pull that out before I go to rest, where I want my lymphatic fluid in my recovery organs to do their work versus actually working on like muscle and joint pain.
I love that you're mindful about that because your energy transfers.
And
if you're not cleared,
yeah,
how is that going to translate over to the person you're working on?
No, I want to stay present to them.
One word you want women to feel after working with you?
Free.
And how does a woman work with you?
Either virtually or in person.
Okay, talk about that. How can anybody get a hold of you?
So tamararenee.com, or you can go to my Instagram page, Fit Fine Fascia.
I love that, yes.
And I do work with women across this world. I mean, I just had a client this morning from Spain.
I love that.
And a lot of times, my clients will do virtuals with me, and then they'll find a way on my table. I've had that happen with at least 15 women, even doctors.
I love that.
I love it.
So it's either her website, you guys, or her Instagram page. You can always reach out to me as well. So tell us a little bit about the virtual experience. And then, of course, if they want to book with you, you're in 2 locations. You have one location in La Jolla and one in Encinitas. So tell us about that.
So we've got 2 locations in San Diego County. And just depending on what's easier for you and your timetable and travel times. I always say, like, try to do what's the easiest way for you, right? We're trying to reduce stress.
That's right. Bring it down a notch. We're not trying to be, our nervous.
Super women.
Yeah, we're not trying to have our nervous system dysregulated.
We do not need to prove that to ourselves anymore. We're already pretty powerful.
That's right. That's right.
But then in the virtual, I do it all by Zoom, and we do recorded. So I do the AI summarizing at the end, and then the recording, so that every client gets that, so they can do like follow along.
Oh, I like it.
Record it over and over. And I do face or body. I don't do the 2 in one session because it tends to overwhelm. I used to.
Yeah.
And I felt like the people didn't grasp the ideas, and it always end up being where they weren't taking and moving that into a lifestyle for themselves. And then my DNA is always done. It's DNA for diet, exercise, inflammation markers, detox pathways. And I always do that remote, even to my neighbor 2 doors down from me.
So ladies, there's no reason, there's no excuse, right? No. She's very available. She's got virtual visits. She's in person. And I can tell you firsthand, I had a full body lymphatic, and what else did I have? Fascia. I had fascia. I had everything done. And when I tell you guys, I walked away that day, not only did I feel free, but I felt I was so clear about everything. My body didn't feel that it used to feel. My fascia, I mean, I've never had fascia work done before, so I didn't know what to expect, right? And you'd think, I've been in this space for 35 years, that I would be the first person, but I felt so good, you guys. So whatever you need to do to connect with her, reach out to me if you want her information. She's on Instagram. Do a virtual visit, then see her in person, however you need to do it. Because like anything else, you'll get out of it what you put into it. So if you're not putting anything into optimizing your aging, your beauty, your wellness, your health, it will fail you. It will fail you.
Tammy, may I also share that I do free discovery calls, 15-minute discovery calls where we can meet via Zoom or FaceTime.
So you guys, she's made it very easy for you. Reach out to her.
Don't stop. Don't get stopped.
Don't. Women, you are your number 1 priority, because you cannot do this thing called life unless you are number 1. We can't pour into an empty cup if we are empty. So this is my encouragement to you. And I'm big in this space and big on taking care of yourself. Do this one thing for you. It will change your life. It has done wonders for my clarity, wonders for my body, wonders for everything. And I get to see her probably in a week after I get my sutures removed from my mouth. Yeah. I get to lay down and have a treatment from her. So as always, San Diego, stay classy, stay true to yourself, make those contracts, make those commitments, and honor them. Peace out.